Hi, I'll be talking to you about the scores you're going to receive on the Defining Issues test, which you took at the beginning of this course. It is based on Kohlberg's theory of moral development, which you should have read about already. And what this says is there's different stages that we all go through as we develop morally. And James Rest took those stages and turned them into what are called schemas, which are the buckets that you're going to see in your score report. The first one is the personal interest score, which this is the number of items selected that are in the person's best interest and not necessarily others. Maintaining norms is where you're primarily interested in the rule of law, societal norms, um, things of that nature. Post-conventional indicates more of a universal morality, that you have your sense of ethics and you're going to follow those, even though they may conflict with the law, so you could possibly feel that the laws are unjust. The N2 score is a modified P-score, and the N2 score takes into account lower stage items are actually counted lower in this one, and higher stage items are counted a little higher. So that's why you see a difference in this one and this one. The N2 score came along in the Defining Issues test too, which you took, as a further modification of these P-scores, which were the original score. And the researchers feel that this is a little more valid score when assessing moral judgment, which is what the Defining Issues test measures. So this individual here obviously prefers this schema, maintaining norms, when faced with moral dilemmas. Other scores that you're going to see, there's a lot of data in these, is a type indicator and a consolidation transition. Basically what this means is it's not a step process. You can be moving in and out of stages. So if you're a 1, that means that you're transitioning from one stage to another. If you're a 2, that means you're consolidated in that stage. Doesn't mean you're going to stay there. It just means that you're there at the moment and you're not transitioning to another one. So you can see that there are actually 7 different types, as you can read through here. And this will tell you which one you are. This particular individual is predominant in maintaining norms and consolidated, which makes sense. As we go through, you can also see the liberalism score and the orthodoxy score. And in this case, the liberalism score can be from 1 to 5. And what this is how closely your answers matched a high-performing group when this test was first developed. So in this case, this individual is not matched up very highly with those high-scoring individuals, and that does match up with the fact that he's mainly in the maintaining norm scale. Religious orthodoxy is simply based upon one question, which is the one if God should be the only one who should determine when someone should die or not. And so this person is fairly high on the religious orthodoxy scale. The other one is the utilizer score. What this indicates is consistency. For example, if you say the law should be upheld and Hines should not steal the drug, then that would be a high utilizer. However, if you said the law should be upheld and Hines should steal the drug, that would indicate a utilizer score lower because of those consistency, the statements are very inconsistent. When you look at these together, this is over 13,000 individuals who came up with some of these norms. The personal interest score is around the senior level in college. Maintaining norms is very high, meaning this person's around grades 7 through 9. Doesn't mean this person is immoral by any means. It just means that this individual utilizes this schema very, very heavily. The post-conventional score is at the junior college level, but their N2 score, and if you remember right, this one's slightly different than the P score, is at the senior level in college. And these scores here are the ones that change the most when exposed to education. So as you go up on the educational ladder, what you should see, and you will be taking this test again, the personal interest scores should go down and your post-conventional and N2 scores should increase. So that's kind of what you're looking for over time. Maintaining norms, I've seen them do both, but these are the main 3 that you're looking for there. The type indicator 4, as we talked about, predominantly maintaining norms, which is obviously supported by this. The utilizer score we talked about, they have a very low utilizer score. They are firmly entrenched in maintaining norms because they're a 2 and not a 1. Low on the liberalism scale, high on the orthodoxy scale. So what does all this mean? It means on this particular test, this individual actually fits in with the majority of people who score in the stage 4 area. So maintaining norms is one of the most common things that you're going to see. And when faced with moral dilemmas, this person is going to go through and use stage 4 as their mechanism to reason what to do. And your takeaway is whenever you look at your scores, regardless of where you are on personal interest, maintaining norms, or post-conventional, it's who you identify with. So we can take the Heinz dilemma again. And if you are a stage 4 and you believe in the rule of law, you're going to choose the law should be upheld, Heinz should not steal the drug. If you are more on a 5 or 6 stage, the post-conventional scale, you could come across and say, I don't identify with that. I identify with this law is unjust. All life is valuable, and he should steal the drug. So I hope that this is a good little overview and can help you understand what these scores mean and what you'll be looking for as you progress through your time here at Hallmark. And I thank you and wish you luck in your class.